Okay, so now that we have completed the programming part of the project, now let's just look at if our project is running properly on our particular instance.
This video is brought to you by OppiPies Academy.
Okay, so over here let's do ls to make sure that you have the file over here as the mnist classifier.py. Okay, so now let's run this file by typing in python space mnist-classifier.py. Okay, so now this should run the file on Python. And over here we should, okay, so now we are getting an error. So now an excellent start. So over here the error is saying compile takes at least 2 arguments and 3 are given. Okay, so let's first open our code in Nano again. So we have Nano mnist classifier and let's go directly down to the compile method. Okay, so now we have model.compile and over here we have optimizer. Okay, so the spelling is wrong, so we have optimizer. Okay, and this is Adam. Then we have loss, which is sparse categorical cross entropy, so this is fine. Then we have metrics, and in metrics we have accuracy. Okay, so this is good. So now control X for exiting, Y for saving, and then enter for quitting. Now let's start the file on by typing in python mnist classifier.py. Okay, so now this should get the, okay, so excellent, we have the mnist dataset which was downloaded, and now as you can see over here we have the model running a single epoch. Okay, so a single epoch is of 60,000 cycles, and like this we have specified 3 epochs. Okay, so over here as the model is running successfully, let's look at some parameters over here and let the home page load. And as you can see we have the CPU percentage which is running up to a good extent, and we have the APIs. So let's refresh it once again, and over here later on we can see that the compute engine is using a greater CPU weightage. Okay, so this is pretty much it. The model is working fine on the Google Cloud platform, and this is the output which we are now seeing, which is the epoch being completed. Okay, so first of all, a huge congratulations for creating your very first machine learning model and deploying it on a cloud and making it work successfully. And as you can see, we have the loss which is also reducing from initial 20%. So 0.20 is 20%, so you multiply it by 100, and the loss is from reduced from 20% to about 5.2%. so the accuracy increased from 94% to 98.2%, which is definitely a huge leap, which indicates that your model is working properly. Okay, so now with this completed, let's move on to another way of monitoring how your model works. Okay, so over here it is not always necessary that you will have this particular window which is of the compute instance always open. So if you have a model which is running for, let's say, thousands of epochs, it may even take you days or weeks for that model to complete. So in this particular stage you don't always keep the shell running, and instead you have some more advanced tools which you use in order to make sure that your model is working properly, and you also monitor the progress of your particular model. Okay, so now let's look at what those advanced tools are in the next section. But for now, if you are facing any different errors and you can't solve it, or if you want any help on debugging, then feel free to drop a question in the Q&A section of this course, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay, so for now this is pretty much it, and also don't forget to join my Discord server, which is linked in the resources over here. And the reason I have created a different Discord server is first of all to facilitate better discussion on machine learning or cloud related topics, and the second thing is to also help in debugging each other's code blocks. So you can put in images of your code or even put in the code with good markdown syntax, and it is a bit easier to solve the code over there. Okay, so that is pretty much it for this lecture.